Thank you to both Tokyo Tree and Sakurako for sponsoring today's video.
What's up, everybody? I'm Simon Saber, and today I got for y'all a manga haul. I don't even remember the month for it. It's been a good while since I recorded a manga haul for y'all, but before we get into that, be sure to follow me on Instagram at SimonSaberYT. The link for that will always be down in the description. Also, be sure to leave a like, subscribe, hit that bell so you never miss an upload, all that good stuff. Also, comment on anything you've been picking up recently, anything you recommend, anything like that whatsoever. Y'all already know the drill. But with all that out the way, let's just jump right into it. Alright, so we got like 4 bags of manga here. And honestly, we're just going like jump straight into it. Not even gonna waste our time. Like I said, it's been a good minute since I recorded honestly a manga video in general, but especially a manga. I feel like it's been forever. But to start out, we do got this Barnes & Noble bag as usual. I don't remember like how much I picked up, and so here's the thing, because it's been a good while since I actually like bought manga, I didn't even remember what was on my shelf, so there might be like some repeat volumes in here, and there was like a bit of a gap in between each bag that I bought as well, so we gonna figure it out. But starting out, we just pull out a couple here. Oh, this cover is pretty, and that is Colorless Volume 6. Is it 6? Yeah, this cover is pretty, and I don't. Yeah, okay, we're at 5, and I have. I'm so bad at this. Everything from my last manga haul, I just have in a stack right here next to me. And I don't see Colorless on this, so I'm hoping that this is brand new. But this cover is beautiful. This might be my favorite cover for the series. This cover is beautiful, and I really need to read it. There's a lot of other things I do need to read as well, but I do need to read it. I think the last volume I read was, whichever one's the yellow one, so 3. I need to pick up on this series again, and a lot of other manga that I bought last time and the time before that and this time, and y'all know the deal. But Colorless Volume 6, excited to read that whenever I do get around to it. This next one is too soon in the video for me to show this one off, you know what I'm saying? So let's kind of, you know, beat around the bush a little bit. We did get, DRCL Volume 2, or I think Dracula DRCL. We did get Volume 2. I read Volume 1 when it had first came out. I did sort of enjoy it. And I can't remember how, somebody told me, they were like, it either started out strong and then falls off, or it started out weak and gets better. That Volume 1 to me was kind of weak, so I'm hoping that it gets better. Because the art style in it is just phenomenal. Like, just the cover alone, very beautiful art style, and the cover is the actual art style of the book, if that makes sense. Because there's some manga, I have one example literally right here next to me, and that is this one, Steel of the Celestial Shadows, where like this part right here is not like the actual art style. Not that the art style is bad, it's just, it's not what's on the cover, and it's a little clickbait, you know. But this series, like, I say series, but their art style is pretty much consistent throughout the entire manga, and it's about all right, that's a page I can't show. That's a couple of pages I was trying to, you know, find a good little random page for y'all to see, but it seems like I can't quite find one. I'm sorry. We'll go with this one. This one's fine. Yeah, was not expecting that, but like I said, the art style is really clean. It's literally the exact same thing as what's on the cover. I was hoping to find one of the more like cinematic. There we go. Something like, well, actually, okay, it's kind of the exact same scene that's on the cover, but like I said, their art style is just, it's up there. in no rush whatsoever to actually read through that. I'll be blatantly honest with y'all, but as I say all the time, I'll get to it when I get to it. Now this one, probably gonna read a little sooner than the rest of them. Welcome Back, Alice, Volume 6, and I don't think we had that one yet. Do we even? Yeah, we do have 5. Okay, I had to double check. We do have 5, but Welcome Back, Alice, Volume 6. I don't know how close this story is to being complete. Usually all of Oshimi's works, I say all, but I think there's one exception being Blood on the Tracks, but most of his works usually end around 10 volumes. Kind of hoping this one does wrap up at 10 so that I could just like blitz through it. I've been keeping up with it every single volume though. I think I read 5, I'm not 100% sure. I'm not even gonna open this because I don't want to spoil it for myself, but Welcome Back, Alice, Volume 6. Excited to get into that. If y'all didn't know, Shuzo Oshimi is one of my favorite mangaka. Now, the one that I was saving for a little later in the video here, I think this is the final volume, and I really hope it is. I'm gonna have to search it up because I've been waiting on the final volume, and I think it was 7, and that is Who Wants to Marry a Billionaire, Volume 7. Not sure if I should be showing this cover as is. I feel like I've shown worse covers, so I think it should be fine. Definitely have seen worse covers, but here's the little synopsis. But I think Volume 7 is the last volume, and so if it is, I'm gonna go through all of that. Like, probably not right now because it's a little bit late, but I'm probably gonna get through that one first, because I should have 1 through 6 over there. I only ever read, I think, like the first volume, and I was like, yeah, we're just gonna wait. We're gonna wait. Back to the contents of this bag. Oh man, it's been a while since I've said like my favorite line, peak friction, dude. We got some peak friction right here. Right after Billionaire, we do got Chain Soldier Volume 6. I don't even think I have Volume 5, dude. I don't, this is a shame. And I can't see it from where I'm at. Actually, yeah, I bought Volume 5 in the last haul. So we have Volume 6. And I hope I didn't accidentally rebuy another copy of Volume 5 because that would be unfortunate. But Volume 6, Peak Friction, I think it's getting an anime or already has an anime, or I don't know. I just remember hearing that it was getting an anime, but I feel like that was like years ago. So I could be wrong. Chain Soldier Volume 6, Peak Friction. Moving on to one very different topic. We have a BL manga, Mad K Volume 3. I have Volume 2. I've only read Volume 1. I just know this is the final one, so I was like, okay, well, let's just go ahead and pick it up one time. And I enjoyed Volume 1, so I was like, oh, I could sit and read through 2 and 3 as well. And, you know, yeah. Not exactly sure when I'll get to actually reading through this, but it's here whenever I'm ready for it. Moving along, we have, so I know for a fact I don't have Volume 2 of this because I only bought Volume 1, and yeah, it's right behind me, Origin. So I picked up Origin Volume 3 because that's all the Barnes & Noble had, and I was like, yeah, I'll just go ahead and pick up Volume 2 at a later date, whenever I see it. But Volume 1 was it was pressure. It was pressure. So when I get the chance, man, when I get the chance, then I'll go through and read. I'll probably reread 1, maybe not actually. I'll just skip to 2 and then read 3. Maybe I'll start reading it online. Like, I genuinely don't know. But we're reaching the end of this bag here with the last volume in it. Pressure. Homunculus Volume, is it 7 and 8 now? Yep, 7 and 8. I think it's the 4th omnibus now. Yep. And this is one that I really want to read pretty soon. Honestly, I really want to read this one like ASAP. Honestly, I'm not even gonna open it. I said this with a couple of volumes, but I'm not even gonna open this one because I just love it. And I don't really like touching it too much because since the cover is white, it's very easy to get like fingerprints on it. So I usually try not to touch it too much when I'm showing it for recording because I don't want y'all seeing my fingerprints on it. Moving along, so that's it for that bag. Let's go on into the second one. We have one from Books A Million here. Okay, let's. Damn. I know we all had to have been through this before. So we got Origin Volume 2, as well as another copy of Volume 3. Like I said, I bought all of these bags like kind of spaced out. And so I'm now stuck with another Volume 3. I'll probably go and return it. It should still be returnable, hopefully. Yeah. We have, let me just set this one aside because I know this one's just gonna go back. But Homunculus Volume 2 and 3. Next up in here. Oh, good lord. I bought another copy. It's so good I had to buy a second one, you know? It's just, I just had to. Peak friction is peak friction, right? We just had to get it twice. Yeah. Okay. Some more peak friction, but this one I don't think I have yet, and that's Sundome Volume, what is this, 9 now? Volume 9. Yeah, Sundome Milky Way Volume 9. Let's show off the back of it. Yeah, it's fine. Here's the back of the book in case you want to read it. Peak friction. I should hopefully have Volume 8 down there. I can kind of see it. I just can't see the number. Hopefully I have Volume 8 over there because I like to read the peak friction first. Like, they're just speed reads and it's great. That's it for the second bag. Oh no, I'm wrong. We have one more. It was just sitting on my lap. We have the Summer Hikaru Dot Volume 3. Last time I did pick up Volume 2. I haven't read it yet. I have read Volume 1, and the reason I waited for 3, I usually wait for almost all of the series I pick up that are newer. But for this one, I was like, when I first read Volume 1, I was like, this feels like something that's gonna get good around Volume 3. So I was like, let's just wait for Volume 3, and here I am now with Volume 3. So because I made that statement before, I'm probably gonna commit to reading this one. And it's gonna go a little bit up on the TBR, but really excited to read this actually. Yes, that is it for the second bag. So before we get into bag 3 and 4, let's give a quick shout out to today's sponsor. Thank you to both Tokyo Treat and Sakurako for sponsoring today's video. Let's just jump straight into what they sent. I really want to show off this Sakurako box as usual, but we'll start out with the Tokyo Treat box here. I can't show the full side of it because of address reasons. But here's the Tokyo Treat box. Vibrant as always, I'll say that much. It's very vibrant, jumpy, all that good jazz. But the Sakurako box is amazing. I just want to say that it is probably like the most beautiful one they've sent yet. And I feel like I probably say that about every single one they send, but I feel like it just like it gets better every time. But this one right here, I hope that you guys could see this as well as I'm like hoping you guys can, because this box, like this shade of blue and the design and like all of it is just so pretty. And so I'm gonna start with this box first. I don't know which one I normally start with first at this point, but we are gonna start with this box first just because it is very gorgeous. I'm gonna go ahead and do the good old reveal as per usual here. Boom, hopefully nothing falls, but you know, it always does. But here we are with the opening of the box. I'm gonna pick up the stuff to show y'all what was in that. That part y'all don't need to know about, but oh my god, so they always send these very like beautiful arts. Not exact, is postcard the right word? I'm sorry if it's not, but they always send these little, we'll call it postcards, with a very beautiful piece of art. I think it focused well enough, and I love this. Like this shade of blue is just, it's really up there for me. But as per usual here, I'm gonna now have me kind of do the voiceover thing and all that good jazz while I figure out what I'm gonna taste from this box.
This month's theme for Sakurako is the flavors of Hakone. This month, Sakurako partners with the Kanagawa Prefectural Government for a limited edition, specially designed box, inspired by the tranquil lake shores and therapeutic waters of Hakone. we invite you to discover Kanagawa's breathtaking natural beauty and indulge in authentic and local flavors that reflect the region's rich culinary heritage. This month's snack highlights include matcha cognac warabi mochi, white miso financier, Yokohama chocolate crunch, strawberry milk almonds, and many, many more, which all pairs perfectly well with the Hakone story Ryokucha green tea. This month's tableware item is the charcuterie plate.
Alright, so before I show off what I'm gonna try, as usual, the Sakako box does come with like a very classy item. Last month, it was this one right here behind me, and I'm not sure how well you guys can see it because it is glass. But it was this glass, as I just said, with some design on it. Like I said, I'm not sure how well you guys can actually see it, but this was the one for last month. Very pretty. And so the one for this month, I'm really hoping this like doesn't fall because it is glass. So I'm hoping I'm holding this very well. But boom. And I love this. This is a very like classy set of colors. Is that the right word? Like something about it just feels antique. I don't know if that's the right word that I'm looking for, but this is a beautiful plate. I like this color. I don't normally like this color like in kind of any other situation. It reminds me a bit of like a butterscotch candy if you've like ever seen one. I'm sure we all have. But that's what it reminds me of. This is very pretty though. I will say that much. This is very pretty. But moving on to the snack that I am gonna try. Let me put this to the side very carefully. Okay. So I don't know. Okay, so it's called the Yokohama Roman Sketch Biscuit. This one here at the top. For me, top right. I'm not sure if it's reversed for y'all, but for me, top right. This one right here. And I will say this about this month's Sakurako box. It is very, very like peanut almond intense. So do keep that in mind with your purchase. Like as I was scrolling through the book, I like noticed like a good amount of stuff in here are very peanut based. So definitely do keep that in mind. But let's crack this open. And to be fair, I actually didn't really read the contents of this one. I normally don't because I kind of just like the surprise of it. Like I don't read the food descriptions at all. I'm having the hardest time with this. I like just lotioned my hands. And okay, we got it. But okay, let's try this. As per usual, first let me give a quick little zoom in. And the cookie did kind of crack a bit. But you can still kind of get an idea of what it's going for. And here's the back of it. The backside didn't really crack as you get it. The back of it is much more like together still. But we're gonna try this. I'm gonna just take one big bite. Sorry for the like chewing noises, all that good jazz, blah 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 blah. Maybe like the one big bite wasn't the best idea because I didn't think about how long I'd be sitting here chewing this. But because I'm gonna be chewing this for a while, we're just gonna like cut over to the Tokyo treat box. All right, so moving on. Here we have the Tokyo treat box. Same deal. Let's go ahead and just crack this straight open. For the presentation, as always, something is probably gonna fall out because I've realized that's just my luck. And I guess not this time. But here's the presentation of this box, just like kind of frame one on open. And I already know I'm going for the kit. This is the coolest thing ever. So I was gonna say I'm going straight for the Kit Kat because that's what I normally do. But it comes with this like katana candy scabbard thing. And I think this is so cool to the point where I'm probably never gonna open this because I just think this is so cool. And so therefore I'm probably, yeah, like never gonna open this. And I'm wondering now, I'm gonna look inside of the packet, but I know this is like Tanjiro's color from Demon Slayer and his pattern. I don't know if that's like an actual, Japanese pattern or anything of significance like that, but I do know that it just looks cool. And yeah, this is the greatest thing ever. But like I said, I'm gonna go straight for the Kit Kats. Still gonna have voice over me go ahead and explain everything else that's in the box for y'all though.
This month's theme for Tokyo Treat is a ninja snack venture. Adventure into Japan's most elusive and mysterious world of ninjas. This month's Tokyo Treat box is packed full of sneaky surprises and savory and sweet ninja-inspired treats. Explore the thrilling history and hidden flavors only found in this month's box. This month's snack highlights include chocolate orange Kit Kat, spicy ramen noodles, katana candy sword, strawberry dorayaki, and gold Nebuta fresh apple juice.
Okay, so I'm going through this, and honestly, I haven't tasted anything yet, but like purely off of the aesthetic and the theme of it, this might be my favorite Tokyo Treat box out of all the ones I've ever received. And that's because it is ninja themed. And I think it's the coolest thing ever. The little weeblet within me just like is purely in love with this. And I'm like, oh my God, ninjas. But this is what we're gonna be trying. I think it's the chocolate orange Kit Kat, which is very interesting because I don't think I've ever thought of orange and chocolate together, and definitely not in the Kit Kat form either. So as usual, comes in this relatively big box, or not box, packet. Packet is the right word. Sorry for packet noises and things, but here we are. We're just gonna go ahead and try it. We know what a Kit Kat is by now, but like I said, this is a very interesting flavor because, like I said, chocolate and orange, and then Kit Kat. So it's like interesting. So here we are. As far as the outside of it goes, it doesn't look any like too different from regular piece of chocolate. I'm sorry because this probably might be weird to some people to see. I'm gonna bite into like one half of it just so I could show the insides a bit. Or here's kind of a view, but like I said, that still just kind of looks like regular chocolate. So I'm gonna bite into a half and show the half. If that bothers you, I do apologize. So the inside of it doesn't look any different, but from the moment I bit into it, I could taste the orange, as well as the chocolate, and it's very interesting because it's a combination of flavors I thought I never would have thought of. But I'm not mad at it. I'll say that much. I'm not mad at it. I think this is just an interesting flavor. I do like it though. Now that it's like kind of settled a bit, I do like it. It's just it's very different. But I do like it. But that is pretty much it for this part of the sponsor. I'm sorry. But thank you once again to both Tokyo Treat and Sakurako for sponsoring this video. Let's get right back into the actual part of the video. All right, so we're back. Like I said, we got 2 bags left, both of them being from Books A Million. Let's just jump straight on into it. Okay. Ooh, it's that good bag right here. Okay. So y'all probably hear the train. I don't know if I'm gonna cut this part out, probably not, but first off, we're just gonna start out with this. Boys Abyss volume, is this 5 or 6? 5. Y'all see it back here. I'm locked into it at this point. It's garbage, I'm not gonna lie. This series is It ain't that good, but it's one of those things that's like, I'm here for it. I'm all the way here for it. And with this, I really don't care about opening the book up, but we're here for it. We're all the way here for it. And honestly, I'm a little excited to read this. Just a little bit excited to read this. As usual, the Boys Abyss covers are all just so clean, man. I will say I love that. So here we picked up a newer series. I think it just came out because I saw Viz Media posted on their Instagram, or was it Twitter, X, some form of social media. And it's called A Brief Moment of Ichika. And I actually didn't remember it being wrapped in plastic when I bought it, but I forgot exactly. I think like I could read the back of it for the plot, but I think it's about this girl Ichika, and she's like kind of on a time limit for how long she can live. I think she had like a time of like 2 years, and now she's like, it's either she had 3 years left or she's pushing 3 years now. So it's like, you know, and it like the synopsis of it reminded me a bit of I Want to Eat Your Pancreas. So I was like, oh, this sounds cool. Let's pick it up. Seeing as the title is A Brief Moment, I'm also hoping it's not a very long series because I do not have the shelf space to commit to all of these series that I've bought, and adding this one to it isn't really gonna help much. But seems interesting. Haven't cracked it open. Actually, let's do that right now while we're here, because I am curious on the art for it, and I usually only keep the peak friction wrapped in plastic for as long as possible, just to keep track of what I've read and what I haven't read. But this, it's okay. It's okay. It's I feel like it's kind of what you'd expect. Honestly, it's okay. I'm not too mad about it, but hopefully the actual story is pretty good. It was wrapped in plastic, so that's already like a decent like 5 or 6 out of 10 right there. But now onto some real some gas right here. Blood on the Tracks, volume 16. I think I've been holding out on this one because I don't know when it ends. And all of these, the book is like, you know, relatively like average thickness of manga. But I feel like I read these in like 5 minutes. So I've been letting it stack. I think the last one I read was like volume 14, 15 maybe? Not 15. Yeah, actually, maybe like 13 or 14. Whichever one was the one before Time Skip. That's the one I read because I was like, well, we'll just let it stack for a bit. And I feel like I've been letting it stack enough. But I know me, I'm going to wait until the next one. I'm probably not going to read this until like volume 20 or so, if I'm being completely honest. Okay, moving on to the last stuff in this bag. This one was another new series, and it was called Bless. Is that it? Bless. I'm having a bit of a hard time reading the font, but I think it's Bless. And I seen this, and I was like, this cover is really cool. And then read the back of the book, and it reminded me, it's not focusing, but it reminded me of this one manga called Double. It is not within grabbable range that I could see at least. But it reminded me of this one manga called Double, which is about these two actors, one being a prodigy and the other not so much a prodigy, and they just try and make it in life. But it reminded me a bit of that mixed with Boys Run the Riot, which is one of my favorite mangas. Or manga. Mangas isn't an actual word. And I was like, okay, seems pretty cool. Let's just pick it up. Also hoping this isn't a very long series, and I'm kind of wishing on stars at this point for a lot of these series to not go on too long. This art is really clean, but I just like drama and suspense and all that jazz and story, especially like coming of age stuff and all that good stuff. But interested to check this one out. If you've read it, definitely comment down how you feel about it. Same goes with like anything I've shown so far. Just go ahead, comment down if you've read it or not. And next we have, do I have this already? Nope, we're good. Nice. Call It a Night, volume 15. I I've been slacking bad, man. I think the last one I read was 12 or 13. I don't think I've read 14 yet. So I've got to read 14 and this one because it is really good. And I know it ends soon, but I'm actually not willing to wait until, what is it, 19 or 20 volumes, I think, to read like all of it. Because I've just been genuinely enjoying this series all the way throughout. So I'm interested to check this one out. Okay. Looks interesting. Looks interesting enough. So we'll stick with this. Y'all already know. So this is how long it's been since I bought manga. Like, if you couldn't tell already, we have Chain Soldier Volume 7. Like, I haven't bought it in so long that 2 volumes of this has come out. And I was like, I know I picked up another volume of Chain Soldier already. And I was like, but I don't remember ever seeing this cover. So I was like, okay, well, let's just pick it up. And so now I got 2 volumes of that to catch up on. And I'm excited to check that out because 2 volumes is better than 1 volume, right? That's it for that bag. We'll move on to the very last bag here. Thank you guys so much for sticking through with this video. I don't know how long the video is at this point because still recording and stuff, but hope you guys are enjoying. It's been a while since I've did a manga video, but this one, okay, this is a release I was fairly hyped for, and that is the reprint of Initial D. And I don't know when this came out. I just know it was coming out sometime this year. I saw it. I was like, okay, finally, let's do this. Got it. Haven't read it. In all honesty, I actually don't think I'm ever gonna read this. Like, if I'm being 100% honest with you guys, like, I feel like this is just one of those ones that's gonna sit on my shelf for a good while. Same goes with, like, I don't know if y'all could see it, but yeah, y'all can't see it, and it's a little too tightly packed for me to take it out. But it's called Don't Call It Mystery. It was an omnibus, came out last year. I was real hyped for it. Haven't even read the first page yet. I have no clue what that book is about. And I feel like Initial D might end up on that same kind of thing for me, but it wouldn't be the first time, I'll say that. Like, you could probably see, I'm trying to like spot some of the ones behind me, but moving on. So now that I have it, I'm kind of regretting picking up this second volume here. But the cover is just so fire, dude. Steel of the Celestial Shadows Volume 2. I just showed Volume 1 here. Like I said, Volume 1 is a very, like, art-wise, it's clickbait, and they got me in the second half, dude. Like, it's bad. But this cover is just fire. Like, come on, the black and the red, like, it's fire. So I was like, fine, I guess I'll get it. So I'm not really excited to read this, if I'm being like 100% honest with you guys. I purely got it for the volume cover. I'll be very honest. And then it was like, oh yeah, I remember reading Volume 1, you know, a couple eons ago, and I was like, okay, well, let's go ahead and pick it up. But this cover is hard, dude. This cover is fire. Sorry, moving on. Almost done. Thank you for your patience. So, oh my god, this is one I talked about. I don't know if it was last year or 2 years ago. If I could remember, like, post-editing stuff, I'll put the card up. I never know what side, but one of those sides. I had a video talking about, like, I think it was like top 5 manga you should read that are new. I don't remember how I titled it exactly. I really think it was like 2 years ago, or maybe last year. No, I think it was 2 years ago, like November of 22, something, whatever, y'all don't care. But I talked about this manga, Magical Girl Megalumere. Yeah, I said it right. And that, at the time, I had read, I think like the first, I think it was like 20 to 30 chapters deep. That's what I think it was. It was like 5 manga you should read that are less than 30 chapters, or something like that. I'll try and put the card up, or at least the link in the description. And this was one of them. So when I saw this in the store, I was like, hey, I remember talking about that, because I have not been keeping up with it. I was like, hey, I remember talking about that, and it was pretty enjoyable at the time. So let's pick it up. And I could be wrong, but I think I heard about an anime for it getting announced. As to how true that is, that could purely be my imagination. Here's some art. I was trying to find one of the more dynamic looking pages. Clearly had no luck, as you guys could tell. Still not having much luck, but it was just one of those things. I was like, oh yeah, I remember seeing that. Will I keep this? Probably not. I'm gonna reread it just to see how I feel about it, but I'm trying to downsize my collection a bit. So I'm trying to like think of what can I sacrifice. That's, I don't know if y'all heard it. I had everything stacked up, just fell over. But I'll fix it later. But yeah, try and downsize a bit. So I'm looking at series that's like, okay, what can I read online, like on the Shonen Jump app? Like Bleach, I love Bleach, but it might have to go. I'm not gonna lie, because that is 21 volumes that I could offload those. I've downloaded the entirety of Bleach at this point. But certain volumes that's like, I'm gonna keep Siren even though I could read it online. But you get the point. Certain stuff I kind of just want to downsize a bit so that I could have more space for all these like newer series instead of having them like just stacked up here. And then plus, I plan on doing a manga collection video sometime soon, and it doesn't help that none of like the past 4 hauls I've done are on the shelves. Like it just doesn't help at all, and I'm not really trying to buy another bookshelf yet. But so this one, I'm not sure what the actual name is. I think it's Ado. I think it's new. But I saw this in the bookstore. I was like, whoa, this cover is like pretty cool. Let's, flip through a couple of pages. I was like, the spine looks nice. Okay, cool. Didn't read the back of the book whatsoever, as usual. I saw Not So Distant Future. I was like, okay, must be some type of sci-fi, post-apocalyptic, maybe. Open it up. Has a pretty nice art style. I like it. Feels very retro, classic, old. Okay. Okay. I'm messing with this. The looks graphic. Oh, yo, ho, ho. Wait a second. I might have stumbled upon something great here. Okay. So we're gonna check this one out. But like I'm saying, I'm trying to get rid of some series so I can make way for, some of these newer series because having them in this stack, I have no motivation to read it whatsoever. Like just the feeling, I don't know if this makes sense, but the feeling of walking up to your bookshelf and just like pulling something off and then you just sit down. I have a seat right here in front of my bookshelf. So sometimes I'll like grab a little book, get comfortable and read right here. But like having it in this stack, it just doesn't hit the same. So here we have 2 volumes left. One, I think I bought the first volume. I really don't know, honestly. I hope I did, because I'd feel like a fool if I bought volume 2. That's Pink Heart Gem. I really feel like I bought volume 1. Because I know, dang man, I feel old with this YouTube stuff. But I think like 2 years ago, or was it last year, I did a manga shopping video at Kinokuniya, and I saw volume 1 in Japanese, and I was like, whoa, this, like, the cover just looks really pretty. And then I saw volume 1 in English, and I was like, yeah, let me get this. But I don't actually have that memory of me getting this. So when I saw volume 2, I was like, yeah, I should have volume 1. So let's get volume 2 just in case. And I thought about buying volume 1 while I was there, but I was like, what if I already have it? And I'm all my BL stuff is like way down there, so I can't see it from right here. But I just hope that I have it. But the last manga that we did get, one that I've been waiting for forever at this point, and it's actually, it's Goku Guy. I don't know why I'm trying to over explain it. I'm sure a lot of people picked this up. I don't know how long it's been out now. But we picked up volume 1 for Goku Rakugai, and it's great. I've honestly, this kind of does fit into that downsizing I was talking about though, because I could read it online, and I did start by reading it online. So I'm probably not gonna hold on to this for very long. I don't know. I'll figure it out. And that is it for this manga haul. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know how long the video's been, but thank you all so much for watching. I really do appreciate you guys. Once again, be sure to follow me on Instagram at SimonSabroYT. Link for that will always be down in the description. Also, be sure to leave a like, subscribe, hit that bell so you never miss an upload, all that good stuff. Also, comment down anything you've been picking up recently, anything you've been reading, how'd you feel about my pickups, anything like that whatsoever. Let's give a quick shout out to our channel members. Thank you guys so much for supporting the channel. It means the most to me. And that's pretty much it for the video. Thank you guys once again. Really do appreciate every last one of you. But that's it for me. This is Simon Sabro signing out. Catch you on the next one.